welcome back to another episode of Monique and Bloom. I'm Monique, of course. I don't even know what episode number this is because we just rolling. We just rolling. I'm so happy y'all are here with me. We here to talk about all things planty, sprinkling some life and laughter, and talk about how we bloom like our plants do, or how I was going to say perish. I don't like the word perish. How we don't thrive. We don't thrive the same way our plants don't thrive, depending on the conditions, the choices, and environment. If you're not in the right environment, you're not going to thrive. I didn't plan to have tea here to sip, like have a sip tea moment, but when it's appropriate, it's appropriate. Okay, so today's episode, I was watching plant content creators as I usually do. And if you in these plant streets, then you know Wild Fern. She don't need no introduction. Josh said she don't need no introduction like I was about to introduce her. Wild Fern, come on down. No, she's not here. But I was watching her channel and she had a video. It was called, let me see. Her video was called the Year End Houseplant Wrap Up Tag. And I had never heard of that. I mean, I don't know if I haven't been in these streets that long, but essentially it was, I guess, depending on what kind of content you create, everybody can do it, but I'll just keep it specific for plant people. She had a list of 10 questions that you ask, and other content creators, you can tag them and y'all can all answer the different questions. Something like that. I'm probably presenting it wrong, but I just thought it was a good way to jump in, and I could display some plants, show some plants as I answer the questions, and y'all just ride along with me, okay? Subscribe to Wild. Listen, I know if y'all watching me, y'all subscribe to Wild Fern already. Are you Wild WILD Fern FERN? If you're not already, then well, I know y'all be thinking I'm judgy. I'm not judging y'all. I'm just saying y'all should know about her because she out here. All right. So question 1 was, what is a plant that you crossed off your wish list this year? So I actually have 4 or 5 plants on that wish list, and that'll come up later in the video. But the one plant that I did cross off was my alocasia scalprum, which I showed y'all. Was it my first video or the second video? I don't know what this is not like. I feel like this was maybe damage from when I first got it, and it's just spreading. So it's not like it's diseased or nothing. Y'all see she shining? She shining. They hating. So let's keep it. Let me be honest. I lost a couple of leaves since I got her, but I chalked that up to acclimating. You know, the plant is acclimating to my environment, so I'm not tripping. She is in soil. I have her in a self-watering situation. None of my alocasia are in soil. So just yesterday I was looking, I was like, should I put her in pond? Should I take her out? The only thing that stopped me, let me put the plant in the frame since that's what y'all want to see. I don't have no pond. I have like a little scrape. I didn't have enough. So I was like, I'm just going to leave you in soil so I could get me some more pond because I don't have experience with alocasia in soil. And I'm hoping she does okay. So alocasia scalprum, look at the under side of these leaves with that purple. I love a plant with a purple underside. I've always been that way. Even with plants that are no longer my jam, I love a purple bottom plant. What did I say? I said it somewhere. Some girls like red bottoms. I like purple bottoms. Whatever. It's corny, but it is what it is. That's the one plant I crossed off my list, and I'll get to the other ones later on, so I don't want to spoil the next question. So the next question is, what is a genus that you want to get more into in the new year? I'm going to say anthurium. The only anthurium that I have is the luxurians radicans, and I told you I cut it all the way back. It's thriving. It's coming back. Maybe I should have brought that out here for y'all to see. Whatever. I showed it before, and it's coming back with at least 7 to 8 more leaves. I'm excited. It's growing steadily. I had a humidity dome over it, like a glass cloche over it, but it started to outgrow that. So now I have just a plastic bag, like a storage bag, over it to create the humidity that it needs. And it's doing well, but I've been looking at some anthurium lately. I always wanted the silver blush. I have a thing for that silver blush. I don't know why I've never gotten it, but it's that one. What's the other one? It's a pendant anthurium. It's the long one. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The long one. Oh gosh, I should have wrote it down, right? I didn't. I just wrote anthurium. But I think that I'm gonna get more into anthurium in this upcoming year because I think, what is the Joepii? Joepii is philodendron. I have the Joepii, and child, that Joepii done fell from grace too. It was looking great, but I'm gonna tell you that wasn't my fault. It was either my daughter or my husband because I had her in a particular place. And one day I saw a leaf was broke. I was like, who pulled the curtain? Because I have the plant stand in front of the window. I know I didn't break the leaf because I would have known. I said somebody pulled the curtains, during the whatever the season, the time of day, they pulled the curtains and it was broke. So I kind of went to both of them and they were like, no, it wasn't me. Okay, fine. The next day, the same thing. I'm not lying. It was the same thing. Another leaf broke. I was like, okay, y'all playing games. But you know what? You can't be mad at the people. Let me move my plant. Save my peace, save my plants. Because I ain't going to be in here ranting and raving to people. So since that has happened, that philodendron Joepii has not been doing well. She's not been doing well. She's been pushing out crazy looking leaves. I liked her because I think I'm gonna insert pictures. She has like these wonky, well, I don't know, they're not my pictures. I'm gonna do better with that next year in having pictures to show of my plants and their progress. But she had like 7 to 8 leaves when I got her from my friend Jennifer. Hey Jay, and the leaves were all just crazy. And I wouldn't think that would be the kind of plant that I like, but I really was enjoying her. Then after those 2 leaves got broken off by the people I love the most, she just been downhill. All the leaves she pushed out look all crazy and wonky and twisted. And I'm like, what is going on? We supposed to be talking about anthurium. The reason why I brought up the philodendron Joepii is because I was thinking, is that an anthurium? But it's not. It's a philodendron. So the next question is, what is your plant care routine? I try to set my routine based on like the days of the week, what days I'm off, what days my family is here. I get off from work really early, so I'm usually home by 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So I try to do plant chores, and then there are a couple days a week where my husband works from home. So I try not to do the plant chores on those days if I can help it, and I'm off on Mondays, which is why I record on Mondays. So I like to do it on Mondays or Wednesdays when I know that he won't be here and my daughter's at work. That way I can, have that's like my time to myself. You know what I mean? So the routine is just, check what needs to be watered. For the most part in the spring and the summer, I have the fertilizer in the water or the plant food. You know what? I remember in the beginning of my journey, I was like, what is the difference between plant food and plant fertilizer? Drop down in the comments. What is the difference between plant food and plant fertilizer? I put the plant food / plant fertilizer in the water. I see what needs to be watered. Obviously, and no, I won't say obviously, because maybe you don't know. In the winter, the plants require less water. Just because the air is it's less hot, so it's not gonna absorb and suck up as much water. So it needs less water. They need, for the most part, less water in the winter. In the winter, also pull them back from the windows because the cold. Be mindful of if they're around heaters. I was gonna make this video a cleaning video. That's part of my plant care routine too. I left it in the kitchen, child. It's a mixture that I bought from a company. I'll show it in another video where I spray down and wipe the leaves with a microfiber cloth or gloves because that's important. Like the dust and stuff on the leaves stops the plants from, because you might not even really see it, but it stops from the plants from photosynthesizing, from getting the light they need. So it's important to clean. While I'm doing this, it's important to clean the leaves. So I don't know. I don't have like a really crazy plant care routine. It's just water, clean them when I see they're getting dusty. If something's speaking of getting crazy, I had this ficus Shivriana, and she was getting so tall. I've been looking at her lately, and I'm like, I gotta cut you. But this is not this. I cut her. I did it yesterday. I cut her yesterday, and this is the top part. I cut her off, and I think I could have put her right in the soil, but I said, Monique, don't be impatient. Just put her in some water, and wait until some roots grow. Let me show you. So my point is like stuff like that. Like I'll look at something and be like, oh, this is not, it's growing too leggy or it's not as full as I want it to be. And I'll just make a decision to cut it or chuck it or give it away, you know? So those things are part of my plant care. And you know, sometimes as a plant person, you'll go into that room 50 million times and look and leave, then arrange and look and leave. We're not crazy. Don't let nobody tell you that we're crazy because we're not. No, we're not. Question number 4. A plant success story from 2025. I'm going back to the anthurium, the luxurians, radicans, the comeback of that. I don't know, I just feel, this feels so without the pictures, but it was such a beautiful plant. Started falling away because of the, I don't know if I told y'all the story, but the air conditioner was on in the room and everything got cold and things started perishing, child. So I had to cut it back and it started to grow back. So it's growing back now and I can't wait. I'm going to keep you guys posted on it. I'm definitely going to have pictures of the progress of that because you can't miss that. You cannot miss that. You need to be on the train for this because the child, I might mess it up. And I might need y'all's help along the way. Like, okay, Monique, that needs, take it out the humidity, bring it away from, well, I don't have it near a window or near a heater, nothing like that, but y'all could be helpful in helping me, you know, navigate along the way. So, anthurium, luxury. And the reason why I got that one was because someone's, online, the girlies was saying that particular anthurium, like, it doesn't really need, it can grow well in ambient humidity, so it wouldn't need anything, a prop box or anything like that. And it was growing well till I turned that air conditioner on. You just got to blame yourself, right? So that's the greatest plant success story. The plant failure. Next question. Number 5. That's number 5? A plant failure from 2025. Oh, Lord. I had a xanthosoma. I'm going to insert pictures. Don't worry. That plant was gorgeous. I bought it from a plant shop that Michelle and I went to. I saw it. I fell in love with it. It's classified in the caladium family sometimes. At other times, it's in the, oh my gosh, I forget. But anyway, the name will be on the pictures that I insert. It may be here, maybe there. I don't know. But it was so gorgeous and beautiful. And let me see, was it the, no, that wasn't the one I had pests on because I've only had pests on one plant in my whole plant journey. But I still don't know what went wrong with it. I still don't know. Like, it started to slowly, I tried everything. I had soil. I tried it in pond. I tried self-watering, not self-watering. I tried more humidity. I tried less humidity. It just got yellow. Child, it just withered away. Cut it back now. Because, you know, the plants that I love, I will cut back and start over. I'm not just going to throw it away. Cut it back, child. It never just, sad. And when y'all see the picture, disappointing. And you know, some plants, they don't do well and you're willing to get it again. You want it just because you want to. I don't know that I feel like it would have to be like at a plant swap or it's like $5 at the store. I love it, but it's not enough to be like, I'll spend $15-20 on it. And I know that's not a lot of money. It's not. It's just, you know what I'm saying. I ain't got to explain to y'all because y'all on this channel, y'all know exactly what I'm saying. You know exactly what I'm saying. Question 6, a plant trend prediction for 2026. Honestly, I'm not sure what that question means. Is that meaning a plant trend for the whole plant community? Like we're going to be all moving in a particular direction? That's what a trend is, right? I didn't think it was a personal trend. I don't know. That's my answer to that question. Because I'm in these streets, but I don't know about plant trends and all the things that people are buying. I know last year or this year was the Thai constellation, and they used to be $1 million back in the day before I was in the plant game. But now you can get them down to the BJ's and the Costco for $20, and that was a big deal. So I don't know. I don't know what, I can't even predict. I can't predict what is the hot. Did I show y'all this? The Aglaonema red, what is it called? I got it written down. Simmer down, red emerald. Aglaonema red emerald. Isn't she pretty? Isn't she lovely? I have her in a self-watering pot inside this taller pot. Isn't she wonderful? Isn't she pretty? I got this part on Temu. Yeah, it's a crack in it. Well, you get what you get from Temu. And listen, I've gotten some things from Temu that were really high quality. So, and not that this is not great quality. I think I just dropped it. I dropped it, and that's what happened. But Aglaonema Red Emerald. I love me Aglaonema. When it's doing what it needs to do. Take a picture, get you one. I don't know what the plant trend is, y'all. What y'all think? What's going on in these streets? What season do you find the most challenging regarding plant care? I mean, I think the obvious answer is when, like, that's kind of the obvious answer. I mean, alocasia kind of go dormant and you wonder if, is anything happening and you get all stressed out or, but I don't know. I don't know that I find that I think this is only my third winter in this game. So I don't know if I felt like winters were harder. I think it's less care. And maybe that's where it comes in, like, because you're so used to being on top of things that you have your inclination is to let me water, let me do more, let me do what I usually do in the summer and the spring. And if you're not careful, you'll give the plant what it doesn't need or more than what it needs, and then that you might end up running the risk of killing it. So I guess in that way it's challenging, but I don't know if a challenge, I don't know if challenge is the right word. And speaking of challenge, I know there's somebody that might say, you shouldn't have cut your your ficus shivriana, because you're supposed to cut your plants in the spring. I want to say mind your business. But you here, so I can't tell you to mind your business. I mean, I could. I know. They say it's better to cut your plants in the spring just because of the weather. But we're indoors. And what's happening indoors, it is like 20 degrees, feeling like 8 degrees here in New York. So it is cold. I'm not going to act like it's not colder inside than it normally is. But I think my indoor environment is pretty steady. It's pretty stable. So I think it's okay to chop and prop in the winter. I actually think the winter is a good time to do propagations, especially if you have like a prop box. Like, it's a fun, because some of the plants go dormant and they're not growing as much as they normally do. I find it's a fun time to chop up stuff, put them in prop boxes, and you have like a little project to play with, to watch like over the winter. And you can just, in the spring, you have like new little growth. You have new little plants to plant. So I find that it's a fun time to propagate in the winter. So that's just what I think. Question number 8. What plant pest do you struggle with the most or fear the most? So I've heard all of the tales, the mealies and the thrips and the spider mites and all the things. And I hadn't experienced any of them until this year. I went to Delaware to visit my mother, and it was such a good time. We went to Home Depot. I found this gorgeous alocasia. It's called an alocasia lowrider. Bam, 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 wherever she at. So pretty. I just love the crinkliness of the leaves. I love the shade of the green. It was doing well in the house. Like, it was shooting out. Within the first week, it was 2 new leaves coming in. I was like, yes, you like it here. I like you here too. You good, I'm good. It was perfect until it wasn't, honey. I don't know where them thrips came from. I didn't even know it was a thrip. I went up there one day. I saw a leaf starting to look a little crazy. You know how they start looking a little crazy, where they start to curling in on itself or looking a little pale. And I'm like, now hold up now. Now hold up. What's going on? Looking at it, took a video, took a picture, sent it to Michelle. I'm like, Jean, what is happening? What's going on? She was like, send another video, do it closer. Girl, you got thrips. I said, oh, Lord. So I did all the things. All of the leaves looked like they were slowly, but some had more thrips than others. So I cleaned and sanitized, but then I said, let me just cut it back. Did I start? No, I didn't start there. I think I started by cutting 2 of the leaves off, and then, but after a week or so, it didn't do any good. So I said, let me just cut it all the way back, treat it. They say put it, isolate it, of course, put it in a bag, so the I don't know if putting it in the bag was for humidity purpose, or I think it was to kill off, because I think the life cycle, they say, of the thrip, don't quote me on this, but the life cycle is 3 days from a baby to the adult thrip. So they were like, treat it, put it in a bag, And after 3 days, treat it again and do that cycle for 2 or 3 times. And then by that time, all of the babies would have reached maturation and have died off. So I did that, did it the first day. Every time I get on this video, my nose gets to running. Am I allergic to y'all? Who got cooties? Is it you? Somebody got cooties because every time I get in this video, my nose gets to running. Did it the first day. 3 days later, went in there, squirt, 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 tied it back up in the bag. I totally forgot about that plant. When I tell you forgot about that plant, I think I went back to about 3, 4 weeks later. I was like, what's this bag on the floor? It was a moldy, disgusting mess. The stump was looking disgusting. I was like, I'm just throwing you away. I'm just throwing you away. But it was disappointing. Was it that disappointing that I ran to the store to get another one? Honestly, I never even heard of an alocasia lowrider before. I hadn't even heard of it. So it's not something that I see all the time. So it wasn't something that I wouldn't be running out to go get it. But it was so disappointing and disgusting because, you see people with their bug issues and you kind of be like, sucks to be you. Haven't had no issues over here. But it's like one day it's coming. It's coming for you one day. No, I've had fungus gnats. But I think that's typical. But I haven't even had those in years, So that's what happens when you be on your high horse. You get knocked right down from it. Top wish list plants for 2026. We at number 9, y'all. We at number 9. I think my tea, it ain't even hot no more. It don't even taste the same. All right. So on my list, I had the scalp room. She's off. Should I say what I'm thinking? I think I got to keep it real. Wait a minute. Oh, sorry. Yeah. I just got to be honest. I got to be honest. I'm not as excited about this as I thought I would be. Do not come for me. Do not come for me. I'm not saying she's not beautiful. I love the leaf. I love the purple underneath it. I don't know. I'm not throwing it away. Cut it out. Y'all know. Y'all already know. Y'all know because y'all are on this journey too. I just don't know what it is. And I'm not, sometimes you be disgusted with a plant. It didn't even do nothing to you. And you just walk by it and you're like, what are you doing here? It's not like that. It's just like, like it doesn't bring me that, it don't bring me joy like that. But it doesn't bring me disgust. I don't feel like it's taking up space it shouldn't be taken. I don't feel like that. I don't know. Anyway. Sometimes you think you're going to get something, you're going to feel all the things and you just don't feel it. So just whatever. So the others that are left on the list, I have a philodendron summer glory, but I know it's the comparison game. I'm comparing it to other people's, but also I know what it was doing before, and it went through the frost of summer 25 as well, summer 2025, and so it's just not doing well. And I mean, I'm the queen of get another plant, pop it in the pot to fill it out, rather than waiting for it to grow or to prop it to fill it up. That's just how I do. That's how I do. And that's what I want to do with the Summer Glory. I don't know that I consider it a wish list plant because I already have it. So that would just be a little top off. But what's on there is on the list, is the variegated dragon scale alocasia. I love that. I had a dragon scale. I gave it away. And then I discovered the variegated one. I mean, it wouldn't have made no sense if it wouldn't have made a difference if I kept the dragon scale because it wasn't variegated. But I'm just saying, man, I had one. But the person I gave it to is thriving in their care. So that's great. But she now has a variegated dragon scale. And she was like, if I find some corms, I'm giving them to you. She didn't say giving all of them to me. I'll take 1 or 2. We'll see what happens. So the variegated dragon scale alocasia, this is the top one. Oh, it's only 2 left on my list. It was the Summer Glory asterisk, not really because I already have it. The scalprum, alocasia scalprum, I already got. So the variegated dragon scale and the philodendron green Congo nuclea. I love this plant, and I've been thinking about it all year, and I'm going to get that plant before this year is over. Forget 2025. I'm getting it before this year is over. I am going plant shopping in 2 weeks. I probably won't see it in these streets because I haven't seen it in these streets, but it's on Etsy. It's on Palm Street. I keep telling y'all not to get in these Palm Street streets, and then I keep telling you about Palm Street. But I seen it down the Palm Street. I'm buying it. Before the year's over, I'm buying it. Philodendron green Congo nuclear, the variegation, the shape of the leaves, it reminds me of an aglaonema in the way that, and aglaonemas are so different because listen, this is an aglaonema, two aglaonemas. It's the Silver Bay with the Maria. I just put two different aglaonemas in one pot. Gorgeous, right? Maria looking like a little tiger, and then Silver Bay. This is the common one that everybody you see in your grandmother's house in the doctor's office. These are both aglaonemas. This is an aglaonema. Red Star. This is an aglaonema. So not all aglaonemas are created equal, but there's something specific about the variegation of some aglaonema that this philodendron reminds me of, and the roundness of the leaf. Oh, I'm getting it before the year's over. Well, I'm gonna purchase it before the year's over. Y'all gonna see. Either it's gonna be in a December before the end of the year video or the first video of January. Y'all gonna see. What is that? Get out of here. So yeah, y'all gonna see. So 2026, I would say the top plant is the philodendron green Congo nuclear. I cannot wait to get that plant. You know what I love when you buy from a seller and they show you the exact plant? Because I want to know what I'm getting. Don't show the stock photo of this and then all I get when it comes is these two. Don't do me like that. But listen, if you've been here long enough, then you know that that's what you might get. I want to know the exact plant. And I want to be able to look on your page and see people who reviewed you and the pictures of how full theirs looked. Or if they getting little scraggly cuttings too. Because I'm not interested. I'm not interested. And I don't have to be. Question number 10. We made it to the end. What is your favorite plant of 2025? I know I've talked about it before. This is another aglaonema. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All different. Who said they don't love an some people say aglaonema. Whatever. Say how you want to say it. Aglaonema frosted ghost. If I could insert, yay, clapping, woo-hoo. This plant, again, it came in, didn't like it here. And I was like, oh, we can't have you decline. Cut it back and took the oop off. Honey, I love this plant. I just love the depth of the color, the depth of the different shades of green and the yellowish, and it's like a purplish tint to it. Get into it. She won. Aglaonema frosted ghost. She won. But do y'all see how many different species, right? Species of the genus Aglaonema there are. I love an aglaonema. This was the aglaonema that I actually had in soy water for the longest, both of them. And I just put them in soil the other day. So pray my scrum from the Lord that it does well. Pray my scrum from the Lord. I love me an aglaonema though. Can't you tell? I love them. But I'm getting that green Congo nuclear. You watch. You watch and you learn. That's it. That's 10 questions. We made it through the 10. I was wondering if I'm going to be able to do the 10 questions and keep it under half an hour. Because that's just like my little benchmark. I would like to keep the videos as short as I possibly can. But we made it. We made it through the 10 questions. You know what should I tell? Maybe I'll post the questions in the chat. And y'all can answer the questions if you want. Any of the questions that I asked. If y'all want to jump in and answer what your plant care routine is. What genus do you want to get more into and why? Plant failures, plant successes from this year. What pests do you have struggled with in the past? Down in the comments. Communicate with me. I want to hear from y'all. As always, thank you for rocking with me. Another episode in Monique and Bloom. In the vault. Thank you guys for sticking around. Oh, wait, did I talk about how I'm blooming? I think I'm just going to stick to, like with this Ficus shivriana. Sometimes it's not yielding what you need to yield, and you just have to cut it back. You have to cut it back and try something new. And I know I said that before in another video about something else, but it's true. If it's not serving you, it's not serving your community, it's not serving God, you're not showing up the way that you need to, there's some things you need to remove. remove it, and remove it quickly. You ain't got to wait for next season to do it. Do it now. Do it now. What you scared for? Remove it now and see won't you bear much fruit from it. That's what I got for you. Monique and Bloom. Love y'all.